Welcome back everybody, and Natsu here once again, and this time around we are talking about Geese Howard, and this is gonna be his beginner guide. As always, there's gonna be a timestamp in the description below, because this is gonna be a long video, because we need to go in depth about this character. As always, I'm gonna use the number annotations, but yeah, so with further ado, let's start this tutorial, okay?
Bring it on! I'll destroy you all!
Okay, so let's start with the first normal, which is standing low punch, or fire low punch in this case, right? You can see it's a typical low punch, right? Now, I'm trying to cancel from it, like special cancel, but it's not allowing me. Now, having said that, what you can do is that you can use, for example, standing low punch and then standing fire low kick and then do a cancel. But the problem with this is that depending on the range, it will not combo. Now, close low punch will allow you, right, to combo pretty easy, as you can see right now, right? Different options like standing low kick. Now, crushing low punch allows you to do the same thing. You can special cancel. Keep in mind, I'm canceling to the low version of this move, the one that has a half cycle back and punch. Now, standing low kick. Now, this normal is really good. Like it does have far reach, to be honest, more than you might think, because when you look at the model, it looks small, right? And you can see that it can be used from crouching low punch and then standing low kick, right? Now, something I want to mention is that standing low kick, fire low kick, is not low, and you can see that I put the dummy to block. Now, close low kick, right? You can cancel the things, and you can link it to another standing close low kick to a far low kick and then special cancel. Really good normals. Like, his close normals are really good, to be honest. Crouching low kick. This is actual low, and you can see that you can link it to chain it together. Now, the problem with this normal in actually is it's not special cancelable, but you can use crouching jab and then do the special move. So in that case, don't worry about it, the crouching low kick not being a special cancel, because you can change it to other normals that will allow you to do a special cancel, right? Now, far standing hard punch is a good normal to poke. Now, you can see that I'm trying to cancel, and unfortunately it is not special cancelable. But as always, with those kind of normals, you can go over and when you link it, you can use the HD mode cancel and go from there, right? Now, we talked about the far, so let's talk about the close hard punch. You can see that I'm able to cancel super easily and use also the special normal command, which is for low punch, and it will do that, like the one that looks like a stump, right? Now, crouching hard punch, you can see that it moves forward. And it's a great anti-air, but you can also special cancelable and also use a special commands in conjunction. So it's a great normal altogether. Far standing hard kick, right? Far hard kick, right? You can see that it's a great anti-air for people that are far away from you, right? Now, standing close hard kick, right? You can see that it has it hits twice, but you can special cancel in any of the two hits, okay? Either on block or on hit, which will allow you to do this kind of combos pretty easy, right? Keep in mind that at the end of the video, I'll be displaying some combos, but there will be a different combo guide for this. And this is your first call. If you like this kind of content, like and subscribe, please. It helps the channel. Anyways, crouching hard kick. Now you can see that it goes forward, right? Unlike other crouching hard kick, sorry, that are empty cancelable, this one cannot be done, but you can special cancel on hit. Okay, really important. Now keep in mind that in the corner, I don't recommend doing this. He's showing you that you're able to do it. Also, that you can cancel it from the special normals, and if they're on block, this will be excellent in pressure options, right? Now his blowback is good, to be honest. It goes farther. It doesn't look like it has a lot of reach, but it does, because the reason why that happened is that it steps forward, right? Also, keep in mind in the corner it will be a hard knockdown, so you'll be able to use that throw, the special command grab in the ground, and that also means, you know, if you want to use OTE super, you can use it, right? Now for low punch, which is this normal, the one that looks like a stomp, right? It's an actual overhead, right? And the point with this is that it will allow you to combo stuff afterwards, because it creates a hard knockdown. So you're able to connect, connect the grab, also connect supers, and this also includes the level 3. Here so you know, okay? Pro tip for this, if you want to do this, cancel when you get the hit. Now for low kick, it's that big kick that you're seeing, like it covers a lot around, and the only thing you can cancel it to afterwards is the special command grab. And you might be asking why you want to do that, right? And this is the reason why. Sometimes you might be too far away, and this will allow you to grab opponents. Now, something I also want to mention is that even though it's not special cancel to or normals, you can do a super on hit, okay? Also, if you're gonna do 4 low kick and super, I would recommend always using the fireball. Anyways, jumping low punch. You can see that it has great reach. You know, if you do it deep enough, you can combo like any like most normals in King of Fighters. And you can see that I use a Reppuke in the air, right? The reason for this is that the normal won't appear, but if you try to do it and cancel the normal in the air to the EX version, it will come out and you will be able to combo or convert, right? Now keep in mind that it's a little bit hard depending on where you do the cancel. So to be honest, you can use this, but keep in mind that if you're gonna do this, try to do it as deep as possible against your opponent. What I mean by that is that when you do the jumping, do it as late as possible as you can, and then hit it. Usually, like the sweet spot is like technically after the shoulder, so in the chest, depending on the character, right? So yeah. Okay, so the next normal we're gonna talk about is jumping low kick. And now this is a great normal, especially in this version, I believe, to be honest. The main reason for that is that it does a cross up, right? Also, it allows you, if you do it deep enough, combo afterwards. It's perfect to use it on situation like when people are, when they're doing a short hop, stuff like that, right? Now, jumping hard punch is an interesting button because you can see that it's giving 2 hits. I have seen it also sometimes hitting 3 times in a row, to be honest. But it's more like a particular scenario. So it's a great normal to do jump pins. Now, keep in mind that this normal does not do any kind of cross up. But I mean, you can see it because of the animation, right? Jumping hard kick. Now this is a great normal for jumpings. Also can cross up. Now to be honest, I feel the cross up a little bit janky. The jumping low kick has a cross up is more stable. I guess it would be the word to say. But you can do it. You can use a jumping hard kick to cross up. Jumping CD or jumping power attack. It's a great normal. It goes forward. It doesn't have a downward trajectory, but the forward hitbox in this case, sorry, is really big. Also another thing I want to mention is that please remember that when you're using a CD attack, right? If you do it super late, it will not come out. So be careful always of doing that. In the case of Geese, however, it feels way stronger. if, you know, because when the normals are finally appearing, you already reach the floor.
Raise him! Storm!
Now, he's fireball, Reppuken, right? The normal one is typical. The hard one is a double Reppuken, and the EX one, you know, is a mixture of both. Now, having said that, right? Something I want to mention is that for what I've been trying to do, the double Reppuken doesn't cancel to the super. Maybe it's something I'm doing wrong. Now, in the case of the normal Reppuken, the low punch version, you can cancel to the super. Okay. Now keep in mind that the double Reppuken, the hard punch version, if you go 4, I mean if you're close enough, it will hit twice. Another thing I want to mention is that, you know, if you try to combo it right, normally it won't combo whatsoever. It will combo in a corner in a juggle, but so far I haven't found a way to make it so that from any normal it will cancel and combo correctly, right? And even if you try to do like a block string, you won't be plus, just so you know. So be careful doing it, okay? Here you can see I special cancel the fireball to the super without any issues, but it was the low version. And over here I'm using the EX fireball in order to do a combo, and then finishing with the double Reppuken, the hard punch version of the fireball, to create, you know, to end the combo, right? Now you can see that, you know, I'm able to use the EX version as a starting point for a juggle, and it will allow you to do different combos, whatever one you want to choose, right? Now the Reppuken in the air is kind of interesting because if I'm jumping 4 and do the Reppuken, it will always make me go backwards, right? And it doesn't matter the height or when I'm trying to do it, right? It will always do that, like the 4 momentum. I get like a ricochet and then kick back. Now, something good about this is that it allows you to with anti-air stuff like that, right? So it's not a bad tool. Now the EX version is different. The EX version will carry the momentum that you have. If you're going 4, it will go 4 with you. If you're jumping neutral and do the EX fireball, it will stay neutral. If you go and jump back and do the fireball will appear. You know, it will appear, but you will have the back movement, right? So the EX fireball is a great tool to create pressure and also mind games regarding, oh, if it's gonna do this, then I'm gonna jump back, you know. And to be honest, there are ways that you can play around it. Half circle back. Now, if you do half circle back and punch, you'll see the move that you're seeing right now on the screen. Right now I'm using the live version. Now the live version only has one follow-up afterward, like a second punch, right? The fierce one has, you know, it has more options. Now the good thing about the low version of this move is that it allows you to, you know, combo from lights, right? And then you will be able to convert. Now, if you try to do lights and the fear version, it won't combo. But another one that will combo is the EX version from lights, since you know, okay? Okay, so the hard version, you can see it looks technically the same, the first hit, but the follow-ups are way different. For example, this one will create a hard knockdown, but you can see that they will get pushed really far, you know, away from the character. But because it's a hard knockdown, you can pick him up in the ground, especially in the corner. Now you can see that there's a low version, right? And this is actually a low version, so you can see that you can also pick it up. Now the problem with this one is that when you pick it up, you need to do a dash and then you can pick it up. Okay. Now this one, you can see that the dummy is blocking high because it's an actual overhead. So you can have like a 50-50 with this move. And of course, you know, you can pick up after this. When I pick up, you can grab or do a super, like the Raging Storm, right? So you have those options. Now the EX will create a crumple the first hit, and this is really important to mention because it will allow you to do this new combo route that wasn't possible before in King of Fire 14, right? Now, the reason why I say this is that in King of Fire 14, right, he has this move like this, right? And you can see right now that I'm doing the low, and the EX version, the only plus thing is that it makes the pushback of the opponent get closer. In the case of the follow-up with the overhead, I don't see any benefit of doing that follow-up, to be honest. Because, you know, it is like the same normal move. The difference is that it will be a natural combo. Because the EX does a crumple, so it will allow that. Now, in King of Fire 14, the follow-up usually was to do the wall bounce, as you saw right now. And then go from there. Now, the counters. Let's talk about the counters. The counters are really good if you know they're gonna do a guard cancel. And you can see that I'm able to punish it, right? Because you can cancel it for normals. But keep in mind that when you're using the counters, especially this one, the damage is like the damage reduction is really heavy. Okay, here's a comparison so you can see how it will be without the counter, and you can see that even though it's less hits, it does more damage. Now the air counter, unfortunately, it won't do a hard knockdown, even though it might look like. The low version does do a hard knockdown, and that's why I'm able to pick up or do a super afterwards. Keep in mind that every time you have to do a hard knockdown, you can do either the grab that grabs in the floor, or a super that will do OTE, like the Repulcan and the Raging Storm. Now this move, the DP, right, is really weird. The first one does cross up, and it does hard knockdown, so you can you know, you can do. It has great Oki in Few Words, but you can also pick up people from the ground. The EX version will combo correctly. What I mean by that is like it will hit, and then it will do a ground bounce. Now this throw, to be honest, the difference between the low punch version and the hard punch, I don't see anyone. The only thing that you can see a difference is with the EX, because the EX will leave the character where it was, versus the normal version will only bring them, you know, it will, you know, throw him backwards, so that will be an issue. His super parry, it's awesome, but the problem with this is that if you try to do a low, it won't work. The super Repulcan, the 2 bars you can see over there, more damage. And keep in mind that this will do a hard knockdown, so you can pick up the opponent afterwards, right? And like I said several times already in this video, if it's a hard knockdown, you can do, you know, a Raging Storm, right? And look at the damage for Fuse doing that, right? Now this other super is a level 3 super, is an actual command grab, and this command grab technically has the property, has a Zangief. It will freeze the time, but like with SNK, it will allow you to also, and this is something that SNK did before Street Fire, you can combo the grab from normals, right? Now Raging Storm, right? I'm doing it in the corner because I want you to notice that I can pick up, right? And you had seen this before, but if you do the Raging Storm in the middle of the screen, the character will be sent really far away. So be wary of that. In the corner usually is the best way to, you know, do the follow-ups, right? So from now on are gonna be small combos, here's to show the potential of Geese, but there will be a combo guide that I'm making right now as we speak, that will have more combos. This is just a small snippet, right, of things. But there's a combo I want to talk about that is at the end of the video, and that is the one that I use HD mode activation after a hard knockdown. The reason why that works is because the move I'm using is the 4 circle back, and then 4 hard punch, or 4, I think you also can do with 4 low punch. Keep in mind it needs to be a punch, that's what I'm saying. And it works because that hard knockdown, unlike the stomp on the floor, right, creates like that one. You see that stomp, like the big kick on the floor? the combo I'm saying about, like, when you do it, instead of using that, you will use the follow. There is a hard punch, and the character will get knocked down, but his feet will be like that, right, up in the towards the air, right, and I am able to convert this, use our the fireball and then the rainstorm, and that's the reason why it works. He's it's not like he doesn't recover fast enough. It's because that knockdown gives more, at least with that version, it allows Geese to have more time to do the super, right? Keep in mind, this is a super link. It's hard to do, but once you get the timing, I think it's gonna be a little bit convenient and good to go. And this will allow you to do more damage for free, right? My thoughts about Geese as a character, I think he's awesome. Now, do I think he's a character for everybody? Yes and no. I think like somebody that likes to use Ryu or Ken, right, the Shoto characters or basic characters that want everything, right, will understand the character, but at least half of it, because this character needs to work with the counters and also his let's say his rekas, right, or his moves, right, and also the OTG options. To be honest, I think Geese as a character, what position I would put it, I think he's a character that can play, the beginner, middle, or or the end, or the last one, the anchor, right? He can do any of those, but I think I'm going towards more him being anchor, because the more bar you have, and since you're the last character, the AC bar will be way longer, right? The more damage you can have with Geese. I think Geese is one of those characters that if you like having fun and have good combo execution, right? It's a character for you. If you're trying to look a character like it's more like Terry or Rock Howard, I don't think this will be the character for you. In that case, I would recommend maybe sticking with Rock Howard, because there's stuff that, like for example, the counters, Rock Howard has them, right? But you don't need to use those to be great with Rock Howard. I mean, you can be, if you do it, you're above the rest, right? But Geese needs that because Rock Howard has the Rising Toggle, has a DP, and Rock Howard doesn't have good reversals except counters. The super counter is really hard to time, to be honest. So, yeah, guys, I don't know. Tell me what you think about Geese right now. Let me know if you have any questions about Geese at this moment. Like, hey Natsu, how are you able to do this? I'm kind of confused. Let me know. Because sometimes you might be thinking about something else and you might be confused. The more I can help the community, the better. So as always, like and subscribe. More content that is coming up, and yeah, please like and subscribe. And see you next time. Bye bye.